Hey there, tech enthusiasts! Welcome to AI Pulse, your one-stop channel for the latest in AI and automation news. I'm your host, and today, May 16th, we've got a jam-packed episode diving into some massive stories shaking up the tech world. We're talking Microsoft's jaw-dropping layoffs, the countdown to Google I/O 2025, and the shiny new rollout of Gemini AI to Wear OS and Google TV. This is a big one, folks, so grab a snack, settle in, and don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss an update. Let's dive right in. First up, let's unpack the big news out of Redmond. Microsoft just dropped a bombshell, announcing they're laying off 3% of their workforce. That's around 6,000 people out of a job. Ouch! But here's the thing. This isn't just a Microsoft story. If we zoom out to 2025 as a whole, the tech industry's been a roller coaster of layoffs. Just look at the numbers. Amazon cut 9,000 jobs earlier this year, Google trimmed 12,000 back in January, and Meta slashed another 10,000 in March. What's going on here? Well, a lot of it points to AI and automation. At Microsoft, insiders say the cuts are hitting roles like customer support, where AI chatbots are now taking over basic troubleshooting. Data analysis, where machine learning is crunching numbers faster than humans can, and even some software development gigs, where tools like GitHub Copilot are speeding up coding tasks. This isn't new for Microsoft. They've been leaning into AI for years, from Azure's AI services to their partnership with OpenAI. But it's a stark reminder of how fast the ground is shifting under the tech workforce. Think about it. A customer service rep used to spend hours answering repetitive questions like, how do I reset my password? Now, an AI bot can handle that in seconds. Same goes for data analysts who once manually sifted through spreadsheets. AI can spot trends and anomalies in a blink. And developers? Tools like Copilot are writing boilerplate code, leaving humans to focus on the creative stuff, or in some cases, leaving them out of the equation entirely. So what does this mean for the future? On one hand, AI is opening doors to new careers, think AI trainers, ethicists, or machine learning engineers. On the other, it's closing doors for folks in roles that can be automated. It's a wild paradox, and it's got me wondering, is AI really the job killer some folks fear, or is it just a scapegoat for companies tightening their belts in a shaky economy? I'd love to hear what you think. Drop a comment below. Have you seen AI reshape your workplace, or are you worried about what's coming next? All right, let's switch gears to something a little more upbeat. Google I/O 2025 is just 4 days away, starting May 20th, and the hype is real. If you're new to this, Google I/O is their annual developer conference, and it's where they drop some of their biggest bombshells. Let's take a quick trip down memory lane. Back in 2007, I/O gave us the first glimpse of Android, which now powers over 2.5 billion devices worldwide. Then in 2016, we got Google Assistant, turning our phones into chatty sidekicks. These announcements didn't just change Google, they changed how we live with tech. So, what's on deck for 2025? The big headliner is Android 16, and leaks are pointing to some seriously smart AI upgrades. Picture this. A voice assistant that doesn't just set timers but can manage your whole day, scheduling meetings, suggesting lunch spots based on your calendar, even drafting emails on the fly. There's also talk of real-time translation getting a glow-up, making it easier for, say, an American tourist to chat with a shopkeeper in Tokyo without missing a beat. And for the battery nerds out there, me included, rumors say Android 16 might use AI to predict your usage patterns and stretch your phone's battery life like never before. Imagine not scrambling for a charger by 3 p.m. That's the dream, right? But that's not all. Gemini AI, Google's powerhouse AI model, is expected to steal the show. It's already baked into Search and Workspace, but I/O might see it spread even further. Maybe smarter Google Photos that auto-tag your pics with crazy accuracy, or a Google Maps that predicts traffic jams before they happen. And here's a wild card: accessibility. Google's been teasing AI tools to help the visually impaired navigate apps with voice cues or real-time captions for the deaf that sync perfectly with live video. If they pull that off, it's not just cool, it's life-changing. Of course, Google loves a surprise. Could we see a new Pixel Watch, a souped-up Nest device, or maybe a sneak peek at an AI-powered virtual assistant for small businesses, taking on rivals like Microsoft's offerings? I'm buzzing with possibilities, and I'll be covering it all live here on AI Pulse, so stick with me. What's got you most excited for Google I/O? Are you an Android fan, or are you just here for the AI goodies? Hit the comments and let's geek out together. Now, speaking of Gemini AI, Google's not waiting for I/O to flex. They've already rolled it out to Wear OS smartwatches and Google TV, and it's pretty slick. Let's break it down. Wear OS powers smartwatches like the Pixel Watch or Samsung's Galaxy Watch. With Gemini AI, your watch isn't just a fitness tracker anymore. It's a full-on assistant. You can say, "Hey Google, remind me to call mom at 6 p.m." or "Turn off the living room lights," and it'll handle it seamlessly. I tested it out and asking, "What's the weather like this weekend?" felt like chatting with a friend, natural, quick, and spot on. Then there's Google TV, the platform behind Chromecast and smart TVs. With Gemini AI, you can talk to your TV like it's a buddy. Try this. Find me a sci-fi movie from the 80s with aliens. Boom! It pulls up classics like Aliens or The Thing. It even learns your tastes. After a week of watching true crime, it suggested a docuseries I'd never heard of but totally loved. Plus, it ties into your smart home. Say, "Dim the lights and play my chill playlist," and it's movie night hands-free. But let's be real, there's a flip side. More AI means more data, and privacy's always a hot topic. Is Google listening a little too closely? And what about getting lazy? Will we forget how to search for a show the old-fashioned way? I spoke to a tech analyst, Sarah Chen, who said, "The convenience is unmatched, but users need to weigh that against how much control they're handing over." Fair point. I'm torn. I love the ease, but I'm keeping an eye on the fine print. What's your take? Are you all in on AI-powered devices, or does it feel a bit Big Brother-ish? Let me know below. Before we wrap, let's zoom out for a quick AI news roundup. Ethics-wise, there's drama brewing. An AI-generated article got passed off as human-written last week, sparking a misinformation mess. It's reigniting calls for transparency laws, like labeling AI content clearly. On the flip side, MIT just unveiled an AI model that slashed drug discovery time by 30%, potentially fast-tracking cures for diseases like cancer. Huge win. And mark your calendars. The AI Summit in San Francisco hits in June with bigwigs debating AI's next moves. Want me to dive deeper into any of these? Shout it out in the comments. I'm here for it. That's a wrap for today's mega dose of AI Pulse. From Microsoft's AI-fueled layoffs to Google I/O fever and Gemini AI's latest tricks, the tech world's moving at warp speed. If you love this deep dive, give it a thumbs up, share it with your crew, and subscribe. We're dropping daily AI scoops you won't find anywhere else. Check our shorts for a 40-second recap and stay tuned for Google I/O Live next week. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll catch you in the next one.